Thanks for all your support, Felix Gonzalez. Alright guys, so we got the run cart all mocked up and everything, so it works good. Gauges look real good. Let me check it, show you. Let me grab the camera and I'll show you. There's our gauge, our dashboard. We are missing the start kill switch. I'm waiting for that to come in. But we are going to take this apart now and get it all welded up. So okay. Perfect. Now I gotta figure out how to get it out. Yeah, it might be harder than I think. Might have to pull that. That's the only downside on that, I guess. Got a mess in here. I guess there would have been a better way to do that, but so here's our run stand in its full form. We're gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it red. Only because I got free paint. Like I said, this thing didn't cost me, well, if I include electricity, it cost me a little more. But it didn't cost me more than like $60 to build. And that's only because I had everything laying around. But for you guys that you don't have everything laying around, you could probably build one of these for probably I don't know, 75 bucks today, 100 bucks. Definitely, no question about it, worth it. I think it's worth it because I'll be able to do everything I want to the motor. We'll be able to do everything we want to the motor on this stand and get it tuned and everything. Put it in the car, put it in the chassis, I should say. Roll it under the car and hopefully never have to get on over a fender to do any tuning. So it's going to save us a lot of time later on. I built it because I freaking wanted to build it. But you don't have to build one. You could, go the old school way or however you want to. But me, I just can't leave well enough alone. So this is what I like to do. I like to build things and come up with my ideas and put them on paper and then put them on into steel and wood because I'm a contractor. But it's going to look real good. Let me show you the gauges. That's all the gauges. We just got this switch in today. So got the important gauges here, which is water RPM and oil, which I think are the most important. Charging I'm not worried about. I could always test that with the meter. Got two switches here for electric fan and a fuel pump if I wanted to use that. That just drops onto here and looks cool. I did the old school swirls on it, so it's gonna look badass. We're putting the dashboard on. This is my version of a run stand. So now what we got to do is the wire harness. Get the wire harness on and then I can get the motor back in, get the motor on, and get it started. So I think it turned out pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't spend too much money on it, that's for sure. I don't know how many times I'm going to use it, but right now it's once. So that's it. Boom, boom, boom. Peace. So we're getting ready to work on this motor. I already talked to ComCam, and I got to take some compression tests, and then we got to get the CCs to the head so we can order our stuff and get it all nice and matched. 50, 100 horse, I'd be really happy. So we're gonna take compression tests and see what we got here. I got to get readings on every one of them. Once I get the readings on every one of them, I'm double checking them to make sure. This is where this engine stand comes into play, man. This is like the best, because you get to do everything right here out in the open, not have to lean over a fender or anything. So we're gonna take compression tests and see what we got. Okay. It's like 162. Let's check it again. Yep, at 162. That's good cylinders. I know it's good. Now, what I'm doing is I made a board. I got all of my spark plugs laid out, how I pulled them out, and 162. And this is just gonna tell me, you know, what this motor's doing now, before we touch it. So I'm just trying not to mix up spark plugs or anything like that. That way, you know, we can tell what each cylinder is doing, you know. So, yeah, just working on the wiring, and we're getting ready to put it to some good use, I hope. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We're gonna have some good stuff going on. We're gonna have some really good stuff going on. My cousin is coming up. I believe he's one of the best old school mechanics that I know. You know, all my brothers were all good old school mechanics, very good. But he's like, this one is like the last, I'd say it's the last one. You know, he's passed on a lot of stuff to me, and so, you know, we want to keep that legacy going on. So if you have a youngster that's interested in cars, teach them, and you know, teach them the old school way. Forget about this computer crap. Computer crap is just, you know, it's all over the place. You need a computer to work on a car, but nobody knows what a carburetor is, you know. These younger kids, they hear carburetor, they're like, what the heck is a carburetor? So teach them the old school way, because we need to keep these old cars alive, man. Keep that going. I am soldering the connection, so. And that's thanks to a very dear friend of mine by the name of Junior. He was very big into wiring and taught me how to make really good connections and stuff. So I passed on this old school mechanic trade to my kids, because I think it's really important that they know, especially if they're gonna like inherit the cars, you know. channel. So we're gonna start digging into the motor. Everything else is good. Compression, got compression test. Awesome compression test. So we're gonna pull off the heads and find out how many cc's these heads are, because I didn't build a motor, somebody else did. So we're gonna build a motor. We're gonna do some work to the motor, and I need to get some information for comp cam, so we can get you know, cam, and we're gonna get some heads and so turn it into a roller motor, I believe. And we're gonna see. We'll see. I'm gonna get into it and see what happens. So here we go.
Check out some of our new merch.